Basketball was my first love, but as my body broke down, I immersed myself in my creativity, doing music and making films. But I never stopped thinking about the sport I love most. Now that I'm older, I vow to share my basketball knowledge. Hence, Dribbling with Nick. All right, folks, welcome to the inaugural Dribbling with Nick. Why dribbling? Because dribbling is the most essential skill you can know on the basketball court. If you can't dribble, you can't get your shot off. If you can't dribble, you can't dunk. I don't care how high you jump, you're not going to be able to get to the backboard. So that's why this is the very first show, and that's why this show is named after dribbling. Folks, when I arrive to the court, this ball never starts bouncing. You can hear me all over the court. You know I'm here when I arrive on these courts because this ball never stops pounding. I'm practicing the dribbling as I practice shooting, as I practice my passes. You know I'm here because you can hear this ball bouncing the whole time I'm in this park. When I leave, it's quiet. Folks, your dribble is precious. Don't use it up until you have to. When you have your dribble still, you're much more dangerous. You can pull up and shoot right there. You can drive, or you can pass it off. But once you start dribbling, don't stop dribbling. Don't just stop for no reason, because then you can get surrounded by defensive players. So once you use your dribble up, you got to keep dribbling. You don't want to stop dribbling until you have to. Once you got it, they don't know what you're going to do. You can pull up and shoot, you can drive. You're much more dangerous. Once you start your dribble, do it with a purpose. Go to the hole, pull up and shoot. And if you're dribbling, do not just stop dribbling like this, because again, you can get trapped by the defense, and you don't want that. The thing about dribbling is just like shooting and passing, you have to be ambidextrous. You have to be able to dribble with your left hand and your right hand. So you got to practice left and right. Otherwise, you're going to be very limited. So yeah, I practice everything with my right, I practice everything with my left. Left, right, left, everything. If I go through the legs, I go through them with both hands. You got to be ambidextrous. And by being ambidextrous, you can do various moves. One of the most common moves is called the crossover. The first time I ever heard of the crossover was this guy named Archie Clark back in the day. He used it efficiently. And then maybe Allen Iverson really took it to another level.
Lou, the defender, stays right with him. Allen wants to go, wants the baseline, fade away, yes!
He's way too good! He steps around Lou and drilled it!
But basically it's like this, crossover. And I'm gonna do it, again, we gotta be ambidextrous. Crossover, crossover, crossover. I'm gonna show you a secret. People are gonna be swiping at the ball. It's hard to cross over because you expose the ball. So what I do is what I learned from Pistol Pete Maravich, go down with the ball. Crossover. They're swiping, go down, crossover. They're swiping, crossover. Okay, I'm gonna show you what we call the reverse pivot. The first person I remember who invented this move was Earl the Pearl Monroe. Guards never turned their back on the defense before him, but he played center in high school, so he got a different angle at this. But for many years, this move was called the Pearl. Your body's moving, but the ball's still in front of you. A lot of people try to do it and they carry it over, right? But Earl Monroe, he just kept the ball right there like that. He's using that trickeration. You never knew which way he was gonna go. He could go like that and shoot. He could go like that and come up this way. He did the opposite of what you did, and that's the reverse pivot. I'm gonna show you the behind the back dribble. Back in the day, it was considered a show-off move, but Pistol Pete Maravich used it very effectively to change directions. The more you practice dribbling, the more you can keep your head up. That's the key. I never look down at the ball. Why? Because I can see the court. I can see all of the court. I can see everything that's unfolding. So keep your head up. Never look down at the ball. That's why we practice hard. That's why I practice the way I do, so I can keep my head up and see what's going on the court. This is how you bring the ball up under pressure. If someone's pressing you full court, take him at angles. Bring this leg all the way out. Just work him up. Bring that leg all the way out. All the way out, so you're protecting the ball from there using your legs. Back in the day, just like the behind the back dribble, the through the legs dribble was considered a show-off move, but it's a great way again to change directions and again learn how to do it with both hands. Okay, this is the way when you go around somebody, to keep them from reaching around and knocking it away, you either shorten your dribble or you cross over and then come back. Or the main speed you want to go at most of the time on the basketball court is 3/4 speed. You don't want to go all out. A lot of people go all out all the time, but they don't allow the play to develop. If you're going to go all out, you're going to the rack, Jack. You're going to the hole. Go with purpose. But any other time, you're at 3/4 speed. When you do turn on to full speed, that's because you're going with purpose to the basket. But most of the time, you're at 3/4 speed. A lot of people are going at full speed all the time, and the play does not have time to unfold. So 3/4 speed is your basic speed. Thank you folks for tuning in to our inaugural show, Dribbling with Nick, where of course we focused on dribbling, the most essential skill in basketball that there is. Stay tuned for up and coming episodes where we deal with shooting, where we deal with passing and other fundamental skills of basketball. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.